A bolognese sauce is one of those special sauces which is just so heartwarming, so complete, and you're gonna love it if you enjoy me. If you're coming from my video on how to make a bolognese sauce or my meat lasagna, you're at the right spot, because by design, my recipe for the bolognese sauce makes extra. Why do you ask? Because it freezes so well, you can reuse it to make all kinds of dishes, and it's an easy lunch. Just boil some spaghetti, boil some macaroni, throw that sauce on it, and you'll have a great meal ready to go. Now, if you have leftover sauce or if you've made a fresh batch, here's another twist on a great dish you can make with a bolognese sauce. Let's get started. Now, this is gonna be a baked macaroni casserole with our bolognese sauce, bit of bacon, and some fresh chives. So get your pot of water to boil for your pasta, and in the meanwhile, let me tell you how to freeze and defrost your bolognese. Now for me, about a ladle full of the sauce is enough for one portion. So based on how many people are in your household, portion out based on the number of servings. Use as many containers as you can, and then just put them in a freezer safe bag. I just always do that for extra protection, then toss them in the freezer. There are two ways to defrost. You can let it defrost naturally in the refrigerator overnight. That's the best way that you can let food defrost. Or just set it aside on your countertop, and once the pasta is done, just toss that frozen sauce or however much it has defrosted into your pot, and just gently cook that with the lid on until it defrosts completely. That one's a bit messier, it's a bit more rushed, and it's not gonna have the exact same texture as when it is naturally defrosted. Okay, so my pasta is now boiling, and as soon as that is done, drain it, set some pasta water aside just in case to adjust the texture, and now just toss all your macaroni with your fresh or defrosted bolognese sauce. You can use as much or as little as you want. Personally, I love it when it's flooding with sauce. I know that's probably not authentic Italian. Now, once you've completely mixed up your pasta with your sauce, then transfer it into your casserole. Then for the cheese, I'm going to be using Parmesan and cheddar. And I've cubed up my cheddar here, and I'm just going to scatter it around my casserole, and in some places put that deep into that casserole so it has a nice pull, a nice melt as it bakes. Now once you're happy with the cheese, you can use as much as you want. Transfer it into your oven on the middle rack at 425 Fahrenheit and bake it for 15 to 25 minutes, or as long as it takes to get that cheese nice and bubbly. Now while your pasta is baking, if you are using bacon today, just set that to cook in a pan. Set the bacon strip onto a cold pan, let that come up to a heat on medium, let that get nice and golden brown, keep turning it, give some love to it, and once it's done, pat it dry with some paper towel and then chop it into bacon bits. Now here is what your pasta is gonna look like after baking. Looks completely different, right? From the lasagna we just did not so long ago. Now the best thing about this casserole is you don't have to let it rest at all. Dig into it right away, but as soon as you've finished with your toppings. So the bacon bits we did just earlier, scatter that all across that casserole, and then finally garnish it with some finely chopped chives. The chives have a really nice mild oniony flavor, and that's really gonna go well with the cheddar and the meaty sauce. And this is why I love bolognese sauce so much. You can be as simple as just putting some of that sauce over some boiled spaghetti, or toss it with some macaroni, bake it, load it with toppings, and you're good to go. It's just so versatile, and it's one of my favorites. Let me know if you enjoyed this recipe and if you're gonna try it. If you already made the bolognese sauce that I did a few weeks ago, let me know how it turned out, or what did you end up doing with it except the lasagna. Let me know how you like your bolognese sauce. I'll be right here Be sure to hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.